What is up guys, it's Less Than 3 Reviews here with another tech review, and today we have the Tecware Phantom RGB Mechanical Keyboard. I've been using this keyboard for about a year now, maybe about 8 months or so, and it really changed my perspective of budget keyboards. So many gamers think that you should spend tons of cash on great Mac keyboards, but after this review, you might want to consider this one. So on the previous video, we actually did a review on my main gaming mouse, which was the Pro X Superlight. You can check the video right over here. And so from that video, I kind of thought about going through my main PC setup over the course of the next few weeks, and hence this video. So in order to stay tuned, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss another video when we put one out. Alright, so let's get into the review. So first of course is the design of the keyboard itself. So this keyboard is a mechanical keyboard, and for you guys who don't know what that is, it's pretty much more clickier than your normal keyboard. And this is because it has switches rather than the regular membranes that other normal keyboards have. Ultimately, a mechanical keyboard allows you to accurately type and also press the intended buttons. So as for the default build, it actually comes in matte black from where I bought it, which is Amazon. I'll actually put the link in the description below. And it comes with a steel plate finish, which really makes it rigid and doesn't allow me to flex it at all, as you can see right here. It also comes with no shroud, and that means it has a floating key design, which I'm not really aware of when I bought it at first, but that was entirely my fault. But I also didn't bother purchasing the shroud because I'm a cheapskate and because I kind of really like the look of it naked. That's what she said. You can also purchase keycaps to replace the keycaps that comes with this keyboard to allow further customization. And also you can purchase a shroud like I've mentioned before. Other than the main board itself, the keycaps are actually all plastic. And the backplate is an alloy, which gives a nice finish to it. So you might be asking if this is a fingerprint magnet, because again, it is steel, but it's not at all. So it's really great for players like me who have sweaty palms when playing games. So there's not much fingerprints when you kind of touch this steel area right here. So below we actually have the logo that says Phantom. And on the underside, they do give a keycap remover as well, which can be placed back right like that. And it also comes with a plastic leg stand, so you don't have to purchase that if you're purchasing this keyboard. Overall, I do like the look of this keyboard because there's minimal branding to it, except for this one right here, but that doesn't really matter that much. And basically it's just a clean matte black keyboard. So this keyboard fits any desk because of how compact it is, despite it being a full-sized mechanical keyboard. It is kind of a minimalist choice as well if you're going for that minimal desk look. This isn't a wireless keyboard, as it does come with a 1.8 meter braided USB cable. But it does come with cap, which is a really nice touch to it, so you can kind of protect your USB. So as suggested by its name, it's also an RGB keyboard, which means it has an LED backlighting to it. And it is a true RGB keyboard. I mean, it really works well. It has per key RGB lighting customization, which means you can customize each key to your liking. So the color can be chosen from a palette of colors from the Tecware software itself, which is really great considering this is a budget keyboard. So the software gives you seamless selections of various colors, and it's really great to dabble into the customization itself. On top of that, they do have preset lighting mode, so you can try those out if you do not want to dabble too much into the customization. The keycaps themselves have simple fonts, but they do feel thick. And what do I mean by that? So basically, when the RGB lights up from the back of the keycaps, not all of the light actually shines through. But definitely that's not the worst thing ever. And of course, with the floating key design, it really accentuates the colors anyway. So far, the characters and letters on the keyboard didn't fade away after much use in 1 year, so it's pretty durable. Speaking of the keys, the keyboard does have key switches that are hot swappable and are available in Ultimo key switches, as compared to the Elite version of the Phantom, which is available in 2 more types of key switches. I'm not really sure what they are, but I'll put them right over here. Although there's not much customization in terms of the key switches, as I'm restricted to Ultimo ones, I'm still really happy to have the option to do so. For its price tag of about 65 Singapore dollars and about $50 US, it's really a great deal. I'm pretty happy with the RGB customization so far, and I like the availability of having the Tecware software to help me customize the RGB settings for my keyboard right over here. Not to mention that you have actually shortcuts to kind of change the lighting on the go, and I believe the shortcut is FN with the RGB key right over here. The colors are also very bright and really pretty, so I have no complaints in the RGB department at all. In terms of the software itself, it also helps you to assign keys and also shortcuts, and not to mention profiles as well. It's not the best software that I've experienced, but it helps to do what you have to do, and it's great. So specs wise, this keyboard is about 1 kg, and that's pretty light, with a length of 44 centimeters and also a width of about 13 centimeters. So this keyboard has a high polling rate of about 1000 Hz, which means that it's responsive and allows you to have that split-second reaction in-game. So of course I had to test it in-game, and it performs really well. However, one downside for me is that I use this mechanical keyboard to type my YouTube scripts as well as essays. And I find that it really puts a strain on my wrist. I'm not really sure if that's just my problem or it's a keyboard, but basically I think the elevation of the keyboard is pretty high, and that really puts a strain on my wrist. And I have long fingers as well, so for those of you guys who have short fingers, I think you might experience some difficulty reaching some of the buttons in this keyboard. But then again, it's just a personal problem that I face. Maybe it's a typing technique that caused my wrist pain. But how I overcame this situation is by putting a towel just below the wrist to kind of elevate my wrist and allow me to reach further into the keyboard. In terms of the key itself, none of them became dysfunctional over the past few months. Although I do notice that the spacebar kind of felt a bit sensitive, especially when I edit my videos. Not super sensitive, but sensitive to the point where I just touch it and it is activated. So it's kind of annoying when I edit my videos and I accidentally kind of caress the spacebar button and it really just paused the video, so it's kind of irritating. But in-game, however, the spacebar didn't really have any problems, which is kind of weird considering they are the same buttons. So the huge question right now is whether you should buy this product or not. To me, it's a recommended buy because it's a budget keyboard with great features, and you will definitely get the bang out of your buck. So this keyboard gives you everything you need in terms of an RGB gaming keyboard, from true RGB lighting to a great polling rate. And for me, if you're buying this keyboard, do buy a wrist rest as well, because that will help your experience with this keyboard. Overall, this is a great budget keyboard in 2022, and it's really hard to beat this one. That's it for the review for the Phantom RGB Mechanical Keyboard. If you guys found it entertaining or useful, do subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss another video when we put one out. This has been Lesson 3 Reviews. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.